Hey, it's Candace with WeDharma.com. It's funny. I feel like I cannot speak enough about truth. At this point in my life, it is literally the lesson that is taking over every other lesson. And every day I find that there are these incredible um, opportunities to really shift our lives. Um, I, I say so much. I've noticed that too. Just so annoying. Sorry. Um, did you see that? I Today actually was huge because it's funny when we're afraid of something and we find an easy way out of something. That's the time we really have to wake up and pay attention and do the hard thing and be aware of the fact that we just found the easy way out. And when we look for those easy way outs because we're not ready or we're too afraid to be completely honest in a situation, probably because we have attachments to it in some way. And to protect ourselves, we place these roundabout ways on our path so that we can not have to face something. But let me tell you something, in the end, you not only ruin exactly what you're trying not to have to face, and you not only do you go around it and kind of completely mess up the synchronicity of your life, but you've also completely stopped your own life from growing to the next level. These opportunities, which everyone always says, Candace, this yoga path is so difficult. And I'm like, why do you say that? You take away the joy out of my class. It's like, until you really understand what it means to 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 love the difficulty, you embody the meaning of that in the wrong way. And people always say life isn't easy, relationships are work, and I think it's the definition we have or the attachment we have to what difficulty and work mean. To me, I've decided in the last few months that what's difficult and what's work to me is exactly what I desire to do, because what happens from that work and what happens from that difficulty that we as humans define is ultimately the greatest joy and happiness and bliss. I mean, today I was in a situation where I was like, I feel this way and this is not working for me and my stomach's in a knot. I can't eat. I feel, what is going on with me? And I was like, you know what? Tried this scenario in my head, this scenario in my head. At the end of the day, I was like, yep, none of those scenarios are going to work for me anymore. I'm going to go right to the source. And it was the best thing I've ever done. I mean, I do it a lot, but walking myself through this one and really realizing by doing this, I was breaking ground and allowing me and whoever else is involved to really move to another level of trust and honor um, um, and really fearless ventures, because you know to face somebody or some people, especially a room, a group, and say things that you are afraid of because it risks the security of the situation or risks your heart or risks your job or risks your identity, whatever it may be for you. It's the best thing you could ever do if it's truthful, if it's coming from a space of literally intending to get clarity, intending to make a situation better, intend to get to a point where you can exist in a more content way. It's just so powerful. And truth is the key of it all. Just being truthful and honest with yourself, truthful and honest with your actions, with everybody in any way that you possibly can. Anytime you are untruthful to yourself first, because then you're just definitely not truthful to anyone else, but when you're not truthful to yourself, honestly, in the emotional realm, you absolutely can't be truthful with anybody else because your actions always follow your thoughts. And it's just so key to be conscious and to have a daily practice that reminds you or helps you understand the universal law of how it works. Because then when you're aware of it and you understand it, there's really no other question. Because you realize, and I feel like I'm rambling, but it's such an important thing to me, you realize the impact and the literally ripple effect of everything you do because of what's behind the intention of a thought. So, encompassing this whole thing I'm trying to speak about is intention should also always be truthful, which means it's always going to be pure and something that exudes joy and serving in some way yourself to others, and really truly um, illuminates the beauty that we all share. And I think, things are scary in life and things are tough, and a lot of times we feel alone, and a lot of times we feel scarcity and security, and all these things are at risk. But if you keep your intentions pure and truthful, nothing bad will ever happen to a situation that you're dealing with. It will always come to you in a way that may seem bad, but it will always benefit you with how you need to grow. So, I'm going to have to do another blog on this subject because it was just so incredible what's been going on. Just intend well for others and yourself, and practice, 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 practice being a good person, being in your discipline, and controlling yourself, your mind, your body, what you eat, what you breathe, what you see, what you speak, what you spend time on. And there's so much more on this subject. Focus, concentrate, be mindful, and really, really control the self. Makes all the difference. Until next time, good night.